High Road reporter Craig Singhas grew up around race cars and, like many young men, dreamed of becoming an auto racing champion. But racing champions are a rare breed, and even the most talented drivers can't go very far without proper training. So Craig decided it was time to go back to school, and it's the kind of school that turns many of today's best drivers into genuine champions.
Every sport has its training ground. Pro football has college football. Baseball has the minor leagues. And motorsports, well, what a great place to start. Shifter karts.
Last year, while celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Bob Bondurant School of High Performance Driving, Bob mentioned to me his desire to create a training ground for young up-and-coming drivers.
I was just over in Europe last year, and I met Schumacher. And I said, how come with a multi-million-dollar contract you still race shifter karts? He said, well, the Formula One car is very quick and very intense, and the shifter kart's the same way. I was brought up racing shifter karts. And he instilled a thought in my mind. I thought, you know, maybe I could do something like that for my school, for my students.
Out of that thought has grown the Bondurant Superkart School.
Here's one of our 125 shifter karts. It's got a 6-speed sequential gearbox, 4-wheel disc brakes, water-cooled, 0 to 100 in about 6 seconds. Extremely high performance, a lot like racing an open-wheel formula type car.
Well, that's all I needed to hear. So I signed up, along with a group of friends, to try the karting experience, a half-day course that gives an excellent taste of what karting is all about.
Karting is an excellent way to start racing. You don't have to have prior racing experience to get in one of these cars. With a little bit of training, you can go out there and get right up to speed. But they're very versatile in that someone who's already out there racing can jump in one of these and get some good training in them also, because there's that much performance available.
I've had a chance to drive these before. Bang for the buck, I don't think in all of racing there's anything that comes close to 125 shifters. I mean, it's affordable. The power to weight ratio is equivalent to probably a Formula Atlantic. Thrills-wise, it's just a phenomenal little machine to drive. Plenty of torque, plenty of horsepower, plenty of challenge. It's a lot of work, but boy, it's a lot of fun.
The school does start out with the basics, a bit of classroom, some easy familiarization laps on an oval, but before long you're comfortable with the very busy nature of a shifter kart. Then things get a bit more interesting.
All right, you thought that was busy out there on the oval. Wait till we get out onto the racetrack. It gets 10 times busier. You're upshifting, downshifting, you got high speed, low speed corners, about 20 shifts per lap.
And it is a challenge. I found I knocked over more than a few cones at first. Of course, if you're really good, you simply set it back up on the next lap.
That was tremendous fun. I can see where if you become comfortable and proficient at this,
Right.
you go into a sedan or even a formula car. Once you've geared your brain up for this, the formula car and certainly the sedan, it gives you more time to line yourself up, to adjust yourself. This is so instantaneous.
Right.
Just amazing.
Right.
Tremendous
All right, nice
learning
job.
tool.
Yep.
I want to bridge the gap between just karts and real racing. And by doing the shifter karts into real racing, I think that'll help the sport. And I always like doing things for the sport. And I want to see young kids that start at 8 years old, now they're 16, now they're into racing 18 real cars. And those kids can do extremely well. They do that all over Europe. There's no reason why we can't do that here in the U.S. And my goal, I guess, is and that is to train an young American kid to go through the whole realm of racing, go to Europe and blow off the Europeans.